We make that distinction between emotions and reason, and we can make the error of thinking that mediation is a very rational process. But in fact, there is no experience, verbal or otherwise, that doesn't include emotion. And partly, we can explain that in understanding the brain is a integrated, that the processes of the brain are integrated, that there is no purely logical or rational experience. The whole brain is always involved. Emotion more or less depending on the situation, rationality more or less depending on the situation, but never none of each. In our most emotive, triggered state, there is still cognitive activity happening. It may not be very effective.
Tiny bit of rationality survives.
Yeah. And so I guess in a way what we're trying to do is create a effective balance of emotion and logic or reason. And emotion is a source of information for us. We don't want to deny the emotional response of parties, because the emotion is part of the meaning of what's going on for them. And we have to satisfy their emotional needs as well as their logical needs. So we're handling both. And then in terms of, emotion can feel scary because it feels out of control and what will happen. So I think we have to help parties identify their emotion without being overwhelmed by their emotion. And I think it helps them not be overwhelmed when they are given permission to report on what they're feeling, that it's okay to be angry, it's okay to be afraid. And that's all part of helping parties make a distinction between their own experience and the other's experience. And that, if you are feeling angry, I don't have to take it personally. I can give space for you to be angry, and then I can learn, oh, you're angry or you're afraid. And that can help me understand you and what all this means to you. And that, as mediators, that's partly what we're trying to do, to not have the parties be so reactive to each other, but even reactive to the verbal stories they're telling, which may seem to be very rational, but to kind of detach from the other story and then be able to hear the story and legitimate and allow that story to be. It's okay for you to have your story, even though I disagree with it. It doesn't impinge on me that you feel the way you do. And the same with emotion, so that we can bring emotion into the room, bring our feelings into the room without them overwhelming either of us. I think it only becomes dangerous when we try and repress it. But as mediators, if at the beginning we can say, it's okay, we can help educate the parties and normalize the fact that they're going to feel various things, and that it's okay to do that, and try to help them remember to, first of all, share their emotional feelings without attacking the other, and to hear the emotional experience of the other without feeling that it's about me, that I'm being attacked.